Here with the Bison's head football coach Ronny Huckabee after the Bison's season opening 42-6 victory over Southwestern Oklahoma State. And Coach, just your initial thoughts on what was a great way to begin 2014.
Well, I told the guys at the end of the game, we're going to celebrate a victory, and we should. We started off the season last year on the road against these guys and got beat, and this was redemption somewhat for us. But as a coach, you just can't help but think about the points we left on the field, in the first half. The two passes that were walk-in touchdowns. Jason Aller, one of them was a drop, and then Keenan would like to have that one back. He threw to Romo, that Romo had to dive out for. He would have walked in the end zone, on those. And but on the positive side, you think about how well we played on defense. We completely stuffed their run game, which is our personality. Very opportunistic, 4 turnovers. We didn't turn the ball over a single time. First game of the year. We had very few penalties. It was really a clean game. We just wish that there was, there were a few times in the first half on offense we wish we had executed better. But, the issue there was those guys were playing their safeties extremely close to the line of scrimmage. They were taking away our perimeter run game. Well, you can't do that and defend the pass too. And that's why we were, we completed some long balls for big plays, and ended up that's kind of what softened them up and allowed us to get a running game going.
Talk about 2 different parts of the football game. I thought the beginning, when you get the turnover, you cash it in immediately for points, and then also to come out in the second half after Southwestern Oklahoma had scored right before halftime, and your team able to go down and score early in the third quarter.
That was a good answer, and I really believe that if we had in the first half maintain that momentum that we had. We had them 14-0, 3 minutes basically gone in the football game. An opportunity, we got turnovers, the defense got the ball back for us. We had opportunities in scoring positions. We want to be more efficient than that, I'll say, and we're going to work really hard to be more efficient than that. And then we've got to get obviously we got to get the field goal situation corrected. We had 2 opportunities there, and John Gay's one of the best kickers in our league and in the nation in Division II, and we got to give him a better chance with our snap or hold.
Keenan Kellett, 7 of 11 throwing the football, 161 yards through the air. The big connection with Donatello Luckett. Just talk about Keenan and the passing game.
Well, that play to Donatello was a big play in the ball game because we were sitting there at 21-6, and a little bit offensively we were a little bit stagnant, and when you got a playmaker like Donatello, you put him out there, you throw the ball up, and he goes and gets it, makes an unbelievable play, and gets us up 28-6, and I think that was one of the keys to the ball game.
And then Alapeti Magale in there with 75 yards, and Romo Westbrook with 99 yards. That's quite a pair right there. And also, one superlative, Romo goes over 2,000 yards for his career rushing.
Right. Those guys are good football players, and we need to get the football to them. And fortunately, in our offense, it really all starts with them. The quarterback and fullback is the first phase of the triple option, and those guys are going to get a lot of opportunities throughout the course of this year if they stay healthy, and we're going to do our best to take care of them. How important is it to win at home before you hit the road next week and make the long road trip? Huge. This game was a very, very important football game for us. It's one that we targeted. We knew that it was important for us to get off to a good start, and just saw a bunch of positive things out there tonight.
Coach Huckabee, congratulations on the win. Romo Westbrook after the Bison's 42-6 victory to begin the 2014 season, and Romo 99 yards for you tonight, just over 120 yards all-purpose yardage. Just talk about the victory tonight and how it feels to get win number 1.
I mean, it's a good victory. We've been thinking about the loss we had against him for a whole year now, and we just came out and just wanted to get revenge on him and start the season off right.
And to get the season started, not only an opening season win, but a conference win to begin the season. Just kind of expand on that to how to get the conference season off to a good start.
Well, that's kind of what we needed, because with our conference, we need that to be able to go to the playoffs, and with this conference, you got to usually win out, or you won't be able to go to the national playoffs. So we want all the wins so we can go to the playoffs.
16 carries for you tonight. Alapeti Magale had 14 carries. How much of a benefit is it to have two backs like you and Magalé back there together, sharing the load, and both staying fresh?
Well, it's pretty good because when I come out and he's coming, it's no slack off. You know, it keeps rolling. So they'll get tired because we bring in fresh legs every series. So it's a pretty good thing.
And also comment on what it means to you to go over 2,000 yards rushing in your career now.
It means a lot. That's an honor to be able to be one of the top people to do that. You know, I don't really think about my yards as I'm playing, but it's a great accomplishment.
And to take care of the home field, to get a victory here tonight before a long road trip next week as we hit the road to Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
So congratulations on the victory. Romo Westbrook, thanks for your time, and we'll talk to you later on in the season. Sante Print with us after the Bison's 42-6 win over Southwestern Oklahoma. Just talk about a great way to start the season for the Bisons with a home victory to start the conference season.
Yes, sir. It's what we've been looking forward to. We've been preparing all off season for this one day, and you feel like a holiday after all the work that you put in to get to this point. You know, the anticipation is great, and so it's good to start off the season with a good, strong win, because that's not how we started the season last year, and that really carried us over into wanting to start this year right. So it was good for us.
A great atmosphere to begin the season here at First Security Stadium at home, and you get your first start as a Bison. How did that feel?
It felt great. I was very excited. I was a little nervous before the game, but once that first play started rolling, it was just football, which I've been playing all my life, you know, and I just wanted to seize the opportunity to give my team a spark.
And you were very active early. Got to talk about the key to that. 6 tackles in the game, including 2 for loss for you tonight.
Well, I just knew the first game that it's really a tone setter, and so I really concentrated on trying to be the guy to give the defense a spark, you know, come out there, flying around, make plays, because that's what our coach wants, you know, that's what he trains us to do. And I just wanted to, you know, set the tone and let all the guys know that, you know, this is real. Like, we need to get out there, we need to fly around and show them who we are, because when we do that, you know, it's pretty hard to be successful against us. So I just want to set the tone for the rest of the defense.
And it's more than just an opening season win. It is a conference win to begin the season before we hit the road next week.
Yes, sir. Our #1 goal is, you know, to win the conference first, you know, and then go to the national playoffs after that. And usually to do that, you have to win, you know, all of your conference games. And so conference games, you know, we try to get a little more pumped up for those, because, you know, they count a little bit more, and it's going to help us get to the playoffs at the end of the year. So it's a good way to start.
Devontae Britt, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck throughout the season.
No problem. Thank you.